morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. By the way, it's that camera there with the blue circle.
Got it.
All right. It's Brandon Swartzlander's here, and we are going to talk about, oh heavens, all kinds of things. We're going to you know what we might end up doing today? We might end up finding somebody a good place to go hunt.
I mean, we can do that.
We can find find a good place to go hunt. Might be able to find somebody a good place to go farm.
Yep. Home with land.
A home with land, a commercial building. We're going to talk about real estate. That's, long story short, we're going to talk about real estate today and how it is going and what the kind of direction it is going in. Here with, of course, Brandon is with Midwest Farm and Land, and we'll talk about that at length. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey, and you are watching on Wabash Catch TV over in Flora on Channel 100, over in Salem on Channel 3 or Channel 98, and probably 100 if you're going up toward Farina and heading down toward Iuka and Cal and over the Centralia. We're going to get in Centralia.
Come on. We should.
That's what I hear.
I think it's good. It's a good thing.
That's right.
I like you a lot.
We're gonna get there as soon as we can. Let's tell you though, this is Wednesday, March 31st. Let me tell you what's going on in and around the area today. There are some things going on today. You're off camera, so I just threw my glasses. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm here to help.
Well, hopefully I don't need them. Hopefully I'm not.
If you need a co-anchor, I can always fill in, you know.
I'm willing. I'm always looking.
Like a guest host?
If you'd like, sure, that'd be great.
I probably need to be like a side guy first, and then
the sidekick stuff.
Yeah.
So you'd be like Ed McMahon or Doc Severn.
I'll just laugh.
There you go. I'm okay with that. That'd be good. That'd be good. Let's tell you, folks, what's going on today over in Johnsonville. They're having a big old. Actually, I think there are two places doing this today. In Johnsonville. Actually, they're doing it all in Johnsonville. Kindergarten registration at Johnsonville School. That's going to be at 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock this afternoon. And also at Johnsonville grade school today, they're going to do the child screenings, the preschool screenings, and that'll be from 8:30 this morning until 2:30 this afternoon. These screenings are, of course, to check each child's progress in hearing, vision, speech, language, and coordination skills. The screening's free, and parents receive immediate feedback on the child's development. The screenings are today, and actually they were yesterday and today from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 today. So make an appointment if you'd like at 673-3044. Only one parent or guardian may attend, and face coverings will be required. Also, what's going on today? At the Salem Township Hospital this afternoon, actually all day long, it's a wellness drive-through program. Various blood vouchers will be available. They're going to have drive-through under the front canopy and purchase the blood vouchers. Then you take those and you go get your profile, your blood profile. The executive profile is $40. The PSA is $25. Hemoglobin and the A1C just $25. That, if you got that whole set, let's see, what does that add up to? $90. If you got that whole set of your regular LabCorp or something like that, you're looking at $500-600. So this is an outstanding opportunity for you to put on by the Salem Township Hospital. Save you money, and that's of course at 1201 Ricker Drive there in Salem. Also today in Salem at the Salem Community Activities Center. This is going to be this afternoon for an hour, 1:30 to 2:30. It's food box. If you need a little bit of help, they've got a food box giveaway, and that's about a block south of the high school there at the Salem Activities Center. You can't miss it. And they'll be able to help you out. Giveaway starts at 1:30, and it'll run until they run out of supplies. Boxes will contain produce, meat, and a half a gallon of milk. Anyone is welcome. So do take advantage if you need that sort of help. Absolutely. What is today? Today is Manatee Appreciation Day, the last Wednesday in March. You ever seen a manatee before? You've lived all over the world.
I've seen one
Down in Florida?
Yeah.
Is that the only place they are?
I don't know. We actually were coming out of a canal on a boat with some friends, and there was one just kind of
Scoot up just a little bit.
tooling along next to the boat there.
No, really?
I don't know if that's the only place they are or not.
And
I would
down there
assume.
they've got they've got speed limits. or
Yeah,
something.
for sure. Right coming through the canals there for sure.
So
And
that
there's
you
always those signs so you don't take a nick out of their back or
Yeah.
whatever. They're large animals though.
They are not small little animals. Manatee Appreciation Day on the last Wednesday in March focuses the world's attention on the herbivore with no known natural enemy, also known as the sea cow. Manatees are a vulnerable species due to their contact with humans. Boating and pollution, as well as other external factors, threaten the manatee. These slow-moving herbivores inhabit slow rivers, canals, and saltwater bays, estuaries, and coastal areas, not just in Florida, but around the world. All three species of manatees are considered gentle giants, spending most of their time eating, sleeping, and traveling. Did you know that there were three species of Amazon?
I did not.
I had no idea.
I feel a lot better right now, though, knowing that I didn't know it was National Manatee Day. You've blown my mind already.
I've got stuff more.
It's going to be such a better day now.
I am helping your day. That's exactly right. The Amazonian, the West Indian, and the African manatee are the three different kinds of manatees. They weigh from 600 to 1,200 pounds. So there you go. You've learned all you want about the manatee. So what else we doing today? March 31st, it's National Clams on the Half Shell Day.
Nice.
National Clams on the Half Shell Day offers clam lovers a day to celebrate one of the world's most unique dishes. The best variety of hard-shell clams are called quahogs. Yeah, now, see, I had clams on the half shell just about 6 months ago.
It makes me appreciate shellfish allergy. The thought of eating a clam.
You didn't even look at the picture.
No, I don't.
You didn't even look at the picture.
I'm not gonna.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a picture on the monitor over there, and he won't look at it. Oh, look at that!
It's something like snot comes to mind, but
actually, yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of clams.
it's texture. I don't know what that is.
I like oysters on the half shell, but the clams, they're two different things.
I'm gonna pass on both.
You can pass on both. Yeah. The interesting thing about oysters on the half shells, you can get a different flavor out of each oyster.
Really?
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let it go. I'll let you have yours moment.
That's fine,
All right.
and then let me have all the clams.
Sure.
But I prefer the clams cooked.
Gotcha.
The oysters, no, they don't have to be cooked at all. I'm glad I'm able to help in any way I can.
Thank you for that.
One popular on the half shell recipe originated in Rhode Island, often served as an appetizer. Clams Casino is a dish with toasted breadcrumbs and bacon. Legend has it that the recipe for Clams Casino dates back to 1917 in the little casino in Narragansett, Rhode Island. According to Good Housekeeping Classics, Mater D Hotel, Julius Keller and Mrs. Perrin Stevens developed Clams Casino for their guests as she wanted to serve up something special to name after the hotel. So there you go. How about that? This is National Clams on the Half Shell Day. I don't know how it started long ago. This is also National Crayon Day.
All right.
See, now that
Okay. I can live with that.
I got to tell you, Brandon, if looking at the way you reacted to the clams on the half shell, I'm presuming that you'd rather eat crayons.
Yes, I would. In fact, I may have. As a kid, I'm not sure, but
you probably have.
I would rather mix up a bowl of crayons, cooked or uncooked,
Well, there you go.
as opposed to.
As opposed to clams.
Yeah.
Each year on March 31st, children and adults alike pick up their favorite colors for National Crayon Day. Opening a box of crayons opens up a world of imagination and hours of fun. Also, I always enjoyed the smell.
I thought for sure you were going to have a bowl of cooked crayons behind me or something.
Now that would have been
You missed an opportunity there.
Had I known the reaction to the clams, I probably would have had some cooked up crayons.
We're evolving. we're just,
that's evolving. I like that. I like that.
Now, if I can just get you to, the play-by-play behind the bench, we're good.
Two things we can talk about that. We can talk about that here in a little bit. National Crayon Day, every March 31st. In 1903, Benny and Smith created the Crayola division and produced colored wax crayons for children for the first time. Then the next year, they presented Art Deceptic chalk at the Columbian Exposition in St. Louis, winning the gold medal. The chalk was designed to be dustless at many teachers' request and was an immediate success. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, fun facts and figures there on TV. 1903, the crayon is born. They had a few name changes throughout the years, so 24 count is the most popular crayon.
That's a thing in school, like when you're a young kid, or used to be, because you had to buy a box of crayons. So there was always the kid who brought the gigantic box, and you were always jealous of that kid
because you 64.
You had the 9 or
you had the 8.
Yeah,
the 8 pack.
Yeah, the small pack. The one they told you to get.
Yeah,
but there was always that kid who
there
had
was a kid with the 64 who had burnt umber and the odd colors that you would never
colored pencils. You name
it. Plus the 64 pack, ladies and gentlemen, had the sharpener.
Right, I remember.
You could just put the crayon in it and sharpen it up, and
good times.
That was
takes me back.
Yeah, that was fun. What's on Wabash, folks? What do you want to see on TV tonight? NBA basketball doubleheader on ESPN. Dallas Mavericks at the Boston Celtics. That's at 6:30. It'll be followed by the Milwaukee Bucks at the Los Angeles Lakers. That's a good game. That'll be on ESPN channel 601. It'd be better, I suppose, if. Is LeBron James back?
I don't think
him and Davis are both out.
I think so.
Yeah, that may not be as good a game. Also on Fox Sports Midwest channel 630, the Miami Heat are at the Indiana Pacers. That is at 6 p.m. And in NHL hockey at 9 o'clock, the LA Kings take on the Vegas Golden Knights. That'll be on NBC Sports Network. This being a Wednesday, we got no volleyball. We've got no football. We've got no basketballs over.
Yep.
We've got baseball coming up. This is kind of the slow season, but you just stick around, and I tell you what, we're going to speed things up as we're going to talk. Brandon and I are going to talk about real estate, because apparently it has sped up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nothing like
it's crazy. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'll be back with Brandon right after this word. Please do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Brandon Swartzlander is here, and we are going to talk about some real estate today. Probably also might end up talking a little bit of high school girls basketball today, too. Because Brandon is deeply involved in high school girls basketball. How's you? You had a daughter playing. Is she still playing?
Yeah, we had our one daughter graduates this year. So, and then we have one that's still playing. She'll be a junior next year, so we still got 2 years to go with her. But
there you go. Well,
really
tell me, since we started out on basketball, how did your team deal? You see, he coaches. His wife is the head coach of the South Central, and I need to have her on here next season. Before
yeah, she's jealous.
Is she?
Yeah. She said,
she was standing there right
she
as
said I steal all the thunder. And
she was standing there right as I asked him to join the show this week, and I felt bad afterward. Tell me, how did the kids deal? How do you think?
I think it was good.
Now that the season's over.
Yeah, and reflecting back on it, it was tough. I felt really good going into it because if you remember, they let us start practicing way early.
Yeah.
So I was really, really excited. I thought we were going to be great.
You practiced in October.
Yeah, I mean, I said we never had an opportunity like this, and probably won't have again. So we get going, then it stops.
Yeah.
So once we got back in the groove, I just don't think that the kids ever got conditioned like they should have been conditioned to go all out like that.
They really never had. Typically in your basketball seasons, you'll have weeks of shoot-arounds.
Right.
That occasionally there is some workout that's done there, and they get into shape. And then you'll have then prior to the season, you usually have 2 or 3 weeks before the season starts, of which a lot of times the first few days you don't see a basketball.
Right.
And the kids work on conditioning there. Here, this year, they got 7 days.
7 days.
And all of a sudden they were playing.
They're playing, exactly. It was rough. I think that's what inevitably. I mean, our leading scorer got hurt game 2 and was out for the season. She's averaging 19 points a game. But again, I go back to conditioning. I don't know that it would have made a difference, but I'm only left to assume we had 2 kids. Hallie Smith got hurt as well with something fluky, but. It certainly would have helped, but it's still at the end of the day, it was great. I think the kids actually. Everybody was lifted up by playing.
Did they ever get to the feeling, and I know you wouldn't have expressed it, or at least certainly near the children or the students, did the students ever get to feeling that we're not going to have it this year? Had anybody come close to throwing in the towel?
We actually lost 2 girls, and 2 girls that we had in October.
Yeah.
That were, I felt like, going to contribute. And by the time we got ready to play again, they had just lost interest. One girl went to FFA, and one girl just said she didn't want to play anymore. So there was some of that. There was. I think my youngest daughter, who lives in Ohio, I experienced that. She's 13, and I could see a difference in how she relates to things. They got
to play.
They're still playing. In fact, I was in a 300 kids all weekend this past weekend. Playing ball, so I still think, but they were on remote learning for all week. It's just different. I just think it impacts the kids. They need interaction.
Well, now that's true, and that's what I don't think. I'm not certain everybody understood exactly how much the kids were missing out, and I'm
just
glad.
In general talking. I mean, having contact with. The last thing I want to see,
having contact with different adults.
The last thing I want to see is a kid with something stuck in their face more than it already is in the first place. And I just think that's our world has evolved into that, and it messes with their psyche a little.
I couldn't agree more. Well, I'm glad they were able to have a season.
Sure.
That's for sure. Let's talk a little bit. I tell you what. Let's give folks a little background. Last time you were here, we talked a lot about your background, but let's not do that this so much this time. Tell everybody where you're from and how you ended up back here.
I grew up in Centralia. Went to work in corrections shortly after I graduated, and then
moved up pretty well into that.
Yeah, I stepped out of into contract security. I was actually always interested in law enforcement, and I somehow got into contract security, and that took me all over Ohio and Arizona,
Southwest.
Colorado. So getting back here, I actually got laid off, and I came back here, wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And
what made you think real estate?
The coolest thing was I was looking for a piece of property. I'd never owned a piece of property. I'd always been a guy who had permission and had to ask, and got an opportunity to go out and look at a couple of pieces, and this guy's taking me around, and I kept thinking, man, this is the coolest job ever. So I asked him, I'm like, how'd you how this happen? And he told me, and I thought, I got to do it. Like and now today, I mean, and I know I said this to you when I met you a long time ago, I have to pinch myself that I can't believe I get to do this for a living. I mean,
see, now that is, it's very seldom you run into somebody who, I mean, you'll run into people who enjoy their jobs, but I mean, you basically are built for this, aren't you?
I just don't, I don't know how. I know when I wore a suit and tie for 20 years, and I dealt with people, and it was fun, and I liked it.
Yeah.
But I've never gotten up any day since I started doing this and thought, God, I don't want to do this today. Now, granted, there's things that happen, and
Sure.
you have that, but generally the love for being in the outdoors for I don't care what property it is, or it could be a small piece, it could be a commercial piece. It doesn't matter to me. I just love doing it.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell a little bit about how what he does is different from what a lot of other commercial retailers do, or commercial realtors do, because yours is entirely different.
Sure.
This is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and Brandon Swartzlander is here from Midwest Farm and Land. He's the managing broker and owner, and we're going to come back and talk more about it with Brandon after this word. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. All right, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking with Brandon Swartzlander. We're talking all kinds of things during a commercial break that we can't say on the. Oh, we're not doing that much. Let's talk a little bit about. You came back to town and you started Midwest Farm and Land. How long ago was that?
2 years.
That's only been going 2 years.
Yeah, so I started with another land-based company and had a good, really, really successful run with them for about 5 years. And I think when you're in sales, you have you want to get the next thing. And I've always wanted my own. Nothing, against those guys or
sure.
Great group of guys. I just wanted my own thing, and I, to build a brand, to build a logo.
Yeah.
And now to see it evolve in a short time, in 2 years. I mean, we just finished this past year. We did, right at 35 million in
There's
sales.
The logo.
There's
Most
the logo.
of it. Yeah.
I love it. It took me a long time to figure that out. I learned something about logos.
What's that?
Don't ask for help.
Really?
Don't ask for opinions. It'll just convolute the issue.
No kidding.
You have to find something. I couldn't even ask Brienne. I mean, because again, you get conflicting things, and it just makes you not. I mean, I have so many variations of that I could show you that have just.
Everybody has different opinions.
Yeah, because no matter who you ask, it's always something different. So I just made up.
Yeah,
my
at
mind
some point you have to settle on one, don't you?
Yeah, and it took a long time, probably 6-8 months, and finally settled on that. But I feel good about it.
What steered you? Okay, the reason I keep bringing this up is because you really have a concentration, don't you? You really have mainly a concentration in hunting land, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably mixed. I mean, a lot of land, a lot of homes with land, but that's what we have around here.
Yeah.
So the makeup of Southern Illinois from Springfield south is a lot of more home with land. There's a lot less metro.
Yeah, hardly any.
So it's rural communities, it's farming. When I started in the business, I had a managing broker tell me, he's like, "You're crazy. You can't make money doing this."
No kidding.
I swear. I mean, it was
specializing.
Yeah, I mean, and I you may be limited in some, but the cool thing is, and I think that what I'm trying to get out now to people is it doesn't matter. I can sell your home in Flora. I can sell your home in Louisville. I can use the same methodology that we use to sell land and homes with land on a broad spectrum. I like to think of us as local experts with national reach.
Right.
We've done everything we can because, let's face it, I mean, up until a year ago, and it still is to some degree, but there's not a lot of economy. There's not a lot of jobs.
Southern Illinois is not an industrial.
It's just not an industrial place. It's not. People aren't coming here to build,
right,
and start things. So the money is a lot of old money, and it's still fine. People still move, but the upgrade. When you're talking about a piece of farm ground that may go for $6,000 or $7,000 an acre, or a piece of hunting ground that's $3,500 an acre. That takes a different person, and it takes people that. And what happened, which was awesome. We shouldn't have had the year that we had, probably our second year in business, but COVID actually helped it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, we had a mass exodus of people from the metros that wanted to be out of it. They wanted to be out of.
They want to be out of. Yeah.
I've had 9-month pregnant doctors, come and say, "Hey, let me show me this farm in Wayne County." And I'm like, "What the hell are you doing in Wayne County? Why Wayne County?
Yeah.
You're coming from Chicago to Wayne County?" But it's just because people want it out, and they're still doing that. There's still a lot of it that's happening, and I think that's why you look around. There's nothing on the market. There's no inventory. That's a seller's market. Now, the key is this: in a true seller's market, you can elevate values, and people can. That's when you make your most money as a seller.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's been down for so long. you can sell them and sell them quick. You're not really over and above. I mean, I've sold a few hunting properties that have been over the asking price. We're just now seeing that. I think a lot of realtors don't know how to respond to that.
Have you? That's kind of what that's a question I'm going to ask, because in Southern Illinois, in this area, we have not had other than farmland for a period of time.
Right.
But we have not had a seller's market in residences or in hunting land ever.
Yeah, I don't know of any. I actually asked.
I can think as recently as 10 years ago, somebody would have woods and they just didn't realize, the value they had there.
I think that's the other piece. So a lot of people who just sold homes never realized that there was value in land. I had a lady one time, she said, well, there's no value in that pond. I'm like, well, go get an excavator and dig it and see if there's any value in it then, because it costs.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a basement, I guess. People don't put the values in those things. I just look at it differently. There is a value. There is a want. I have hundreds and hundreds of buyers from all over the country, not from Illinois, that are waiting to see what comes on the market. I mean, pockets of buyers in Pensacola, Florida, Baton Rouge. I mean, you name it. There's someone there, and they follow us.
How did you go about making these contacts? Is it just from?
I think they just
over the years.
Yeah,
or?
There's three big websites out there. That really
Zillow
kind of like Zillow is home.
Yeah, Zillow's residential.
So the land side of that game is called land.com. So you've got Land Watch, Lands of America, Land and Farm. That's the Zillow piece of it, and that's where people go to shop for land. And it's, if you're there and you're at a high level there, that's where we've really ramped up our marketing and taken to a different level.
That's fascinating. I'm intrigued. I tell you what, I'm talking here to Brandon Swartzlander. He is the Midwest Farm and Land owner and managing broker, and I'm gonna ask you what goes into what an owner, if they think they've got the back 40 and might be good for hunting, what they need to do, or what goes into making a property valuable, or not valuable, but attractive.
Okay.
All right. You're watching Big Talk. Be back with more with Brandon right after this word. Do stick around.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. A bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
How about I hit the right button? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Brandon Swartzlander is here, and we're talking about a wide variety of subjects, but mainly real estate, commercial, and hunting and farm. Don't do a whole lot of the agricultural, mainly the or unless it's part of a deal.
We have picked up a ton. I just sold a tillable tract in Sangamon County.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, all tillable.
Sangamon County?
Oh, yeah. We're all over.
That's Springfield.
We're all over.
How far up and how far south do you go?
As far as we can. I have a guy in Harrisburg. I've got a guy in Pike County, Bond County.
You mean you have an agent?
Yeah, agent, yeah. I shouldn't say guy. We've got gals, too.
Yeah, guys and
guys and gals. We got them all over. I mean, that was the whole goal in starting this thing was just to just grow it, see where it goes. I don't have an agenda that says, I have to be here by then. But, by the end of this year, we'll be 100% solid in Illinois. Hope to be in Missouri, and maybe Indiana if possible.
Missouri and southern Missouri and southern Indiana probably a little bit more wild and woolly. Even
yeah,
in Illinois,
it is. The ground is a lot cheaper, so it makes it. The interesting thing is the variance in from state to state and what you have ground wise and how it sells, but. I mean, truly, we want to be a multi-state agency at the end of the day. I mean, that's where we're going. Our goal is to get where we're going to get, and 5, 6, 10 states, whatever it is, that's where we'll be. So.
All right, I mentioned we were going to try to make somebody's land more attractive.
Okay.
What's the best way? Say I'm an owner, and you can tell me what a seller, what a buyer is looking for. I'm an owner, and I'm thinking about, I've got that back 20 that I occasionally hunt on, but I'm getting older and my legs don't work as well. My kids aren't interested. They're living in Springfield or St. Louis or something like that. What do I do to make a piece of land? What makes a piece of land more attractive to a potential buyer?
I think sometimes it doesn't have to be anything. Sometimes it can just be the right piece. You can have the best 20 that you don't need to do anything to because it's attached to the right 100.
Yeah.
If someone just says, hey, I've got this piece of ground, I don't really have anything, I don't have any trail cam history, I don't have any trails through there or anything like that, you can sell it, and there's not necessarily a downside to doing that. There's an upside if you do things to it. So, for example, my farm on Hanging Rock Road, I'm constantly doing something. Mm-hmm. I'm constantly making it better. It's a hunting farm, no question. It doesn't have income. It's got a cabin now, so it's got a place to stay. It's got
do you leave your stand up all year long?
Yeah. I mean, I've got So, I mean, some we take down, some we take down, but some we move around. Yeah. But as far as setting it up, I mean, if someone says, "Hey, what can I do to make my place better?" I'm going to say, "Do you have a trail system?" Number one. Why? Because buyers, when they come in, they want ease.
Yeah.
Some guys like me want to do things. I want to buy a piece of property that's raw, like what you're saying,
right,
and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
But there are people that want to come in and more or less I hate to say it, like turnkey hunting farm. So basically you've got a trail system, so it's easy access. It's you can hunt different winds. I mean, all those things play a factor. How do you get into a piece of ground? If I can only enter from the southwest, well, predominant winds are southwest or northwest, so you're constantly going to be getting a wind. That's a problem.
They're going to be smelling everything.
You're going to blow everything out before you even get there, and that's the other side of this. Is
I got to tell you, I have never even considered how the access would affect.
It makes a difference.
How the deer are going to, and are people when people are searching for places to hunt. And when they use the Midwest farmland looking for some place to hunt, are they mainly looking to hunt deer? Are they looking for turkey in this day and age? Are you looking? I mean, I know they do the lottery for bobcat tags and that kind of stuff.
So you have waterfowl properties. You have strictly guys that want to hunt turkeys. You have strictly guys that want to hunt deer. You have strictly people that just want to have a place to hang out. I have a group right now I'm working with from the Metro East that we're looking for a place where they're actually trying to find a piece that they can have, recreational stuff, and they're going to have some things for veterans and just a place to come and fish and hang out and do whatever.
No kidding.
So yeah, I mean it's a big deal. I mean I don't know what we were talking earlier. So Southern Illinois doesn't have a lot of stuff going on.
I mean,
but you know what we do have?
We just lost Sparta, for crying out loud. We just lost Sparta.
But you know what we have?
What?
We've got all this recreation. We've got, Carlisle Lake, the state's largest man-made lake. We've got Wren Lake, which is 18,000 acres of some of the best hunting and fishing around. We have Crab Orchard. We've got Shawnee National Forest. We've got all these things that are awesome for the outdoors and for people to want, and we don't talk about it.
No, that's true.
I mean, to me, that's what it is. I'm addicted to the outdoors. My fascination is not, drugs. My fascination is that the outdoors is my drug. Whitetail deer are my drug. So I think that's why I love this the way I do. I mean, on the back of that hat it says "We live it," and that's kind of our motto.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'll show the hat because it was a gift, a loving gift here from Brandon, Midwest Farm and Land, Farm Recreation, Hunting and Home, and it does say "We live it" right there above, right there underneath the Midwest. Farmco.com. What a good idea for me to show this, so I could show the website.
I was thinking about it.
You were waiting for me to show.
I thought you might. So. No, but it's. I think that's it. For me, I know this is cliche, and I know people think it's crazy, but this is not about making millions. I mean, yeah, I like feeding my family, and I don't want to be comfortable, but I more so want the agents and like this company is about the people that work in it. It's not about me, or it's not about what it's just about. We have a passion for doing this. I have the same passion for I want to work this I'm going to work as hard to sell you a home.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited about it, but I think the same general principles apply. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to buy something. It's a bigger deal to buy something that's not a home that you're going to live in.
It's not somebody you're selling for the most part, not principal residence.
Correct.
For folks.
Yeah, 100%. And so now you're it's a secondary residence, or it's just a place for people to go. So, but it's also, and people miss this a lot, there's a huge number of investors in land. I used to be in the stock market. I'm not in the stock market anymore. My stuff is in land. I have lots of different places that, because they're not making anymore. Number one,
that's what my grandpa
and it
told
does
my
not
mom.
decrease in value. The housing has these huge swings.
Yeah.
Land doesn't have that huge swings. Commodity-driven land, ag land, does have some degree, but it's still not the same as in 2007 when the bottom dropped out of the market.
Yeah, when we lost commercial and housing.
I mean that was significant, but it didn't affect land. Not like it did homes.
I'm fascinated. You mentioned the folks leaving cities, the exodus from cities, and that has a lot to do with both with both illness as well as folks being able to work out of their homes. Folks being able to work out of homes. Do you foresee commercial real estate a change in the market? There has to be, doesn't there?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, and it's the commercial, at least in the true commercial, a building, a
building with
business,
office space,
things like that. That I don't know how that's going to go. I don't, because there's a lot of people who are still working from home still.
Yeah,
I mean, it's why we are all frustrated when we call and want to get something done, because you're talking to, somebody in their house. I've heard dogs.
I talked to a guy in Nova Scotia the other day when I was redoing my Sirius XM, and he says, "How's the weather there?" And I said, "Well, it's 50 degrees. How's the weather there?" He says, "It's 5." I said, "Where are you?" "I'm in Nova Scotia." "Oh, that's Celsius."
Right. But I think it's common now to be talking to whatever
Somebody from the
internet rep, and you hear their kids crying in the background or their dogs barking, and you're like, what's that?
Yeah.
So it's different. But I think two things. I think interest rates are still lower than they've ever been.
Yeah.
And they are on the rise just a little bit. They're up a tick.
But the Fed has made a commitment not to raise them quickly. This is to keep them down.
So remember when I said we shouldn't have had, so last year was an election year and a pandemic.
Yeah.
Two things that would definitely not say, hey, real estate's going to go through the roof.
Yeah, it should have killed.
But two things happened. They pumped stimulus into the economy.
Right.
$600.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So by the same token, and that carried us, I believe the buying appetite, if you talk to bankers, and I talked to all of them, people, continue to feel good and buy and do things. They just did it again, and they doubled it.
Yeah.
So at least long term, or at least for the next 18 months, I don't foresee anything. It's going to correct itself. It always will. I mean, and it's gonna happen. I mean, people, if you believe that it won't, then you're probably not.
If you believe if you believe there's never going to be a correction,
I mean, it has to.
There's always a correction.
Right. So, and again, I mean, but for now, I think people are still, they're trying to put their money in the right places and do the right things.
Taking care of business.
Yeah.
That's Brandon. I'm Bruce. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're talking about real estate. We'll be back here after this. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Brandon Swartzlander is our guest today from Midwest Farm and Land. And I told you that I would. You have a brand new listing, and I was going to let you talk about it because this is, to me, one of the more interesting listings to come on the market in the last 30 years.
I think it speaks to who we are. And that we can do things that others folks can't because of the uniqueness of how we advertise. And it's the Smith's Mill out on Blue Mountain Road, south of Flora. The house is immaculate anyway. I mean, the ground, it's 12 acres, got a beautiful pond, pole buildings. But the things that they have done with the mill itself, I mean...
They have a working mill.
Yeah. I mean, and legitimately, like, they can tell you everything there is to know about this. It's being sold with the contents of the mill. So even if you, I told him the other day, Bob, the owner, I said, you know, the saddest part about it is this is a piece of history that once the last few mill owners are gone, there's nobody to tell the story.
Yeah.
You know, that's the sad part about it is it's like
drive by the mill and there's a mill in Mill Shoals, Illinois that is just gone.
Yep.
It was there 15, 20 years ago and it no longer is there.
The history of how they did things and how they powered things and how they made, you know, grains and all those, it's just cool. I mean, I think that's what I love about this place the most. And I mean, the price tag on this whole farm is $380,000, and it's well undervalued. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But it's market driven, and you have to be, you know, what you have. It's how do you sell something that, you know, to me, I feel like it's an opportunity. It's an educational opportunity. If I were going to buy that, I would probably do something with the community or get with the city to make it, at least get the kids out somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just because it's history.
Okay, then you have a unique piece of property like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go about marketing that? Because it's not going to be, and I don't know how many acres it is, but 12 acres. So I mean, it's not going to be something that you can go to any random farmer and say, "Hey, look, I got 12 acres here."
Right.
Because that's not going to mean anything to them.
It's going to have to be somebody who understands and appreciates what that is. I think, and again, I mean, there are a lot. Again, there's no inventory, so the opportunity. It's kind of like an investment opportunity. I look at it and go, well, the home and the grounds that you live on are beautiful.
Yeah.
But you also have this other piece of history that you can do some crazy things with and maybe create some income opportunities. They're only open one time a year. That's
the other thing. I've never been able to get out there because it's always on like a Saturday or something like that. And whenever they have that, it's people on the road both directions for miles.
Yeah. It's a wedding venue for them. They let people come in and take pictures, and to watch that wheel run and stand there and listen to him tell that story. I mean, it's incredible to me. It's just,
I guess there's enough room out there. A potential buyer would be able to put up a wedding type of venue.
Oh yeah, I mean you can. I mean that whole thing is kind of separate from the home itself.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, it's got tons and tons of potential. It just has to have the person who's got the right mindset to do it.
And for that matter, there's mainly woods.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly live there and hunt. There's deer everywhere, turkey everywhere. You can fish, and the home, like I said, it's a beautiful 4-bedroom home that is
well, I guess
not duplicated anything that I've seen.
That's the thing. The question I was getting at: do you have a list of potential men or women buyers who are interested in old mills?
Well, I mean, not specifically an old mill, but I think you have those folks that recognize the potential opportunity in the history and what they can buy. I mean, I can't even put a price tag on a furnished mill with all those old artifacts in there, like what that even, I don't even know how to put a value on it. You know, I would be scared to guess.
Yeah.
Truthfully, and that's, like I said, one of the unique challenges is where do you find those folks? And it's not, you know, everybody around here knows what it is.
Yeah,
they know it's there.
How do you set a value on that then?
Well, I think you have to.
Where are they going to go? By the way,
they're not sure. They're not exactly sure what they're going to do.
Not getting younger.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they just know that they can't keep up with it anymore, and recognize that the time to know that's never been a better time. Than now, but. You know, it's one of those things where we assessed everything separately and tried to give the best that we could for the package.
And you don't do appraisals, do you? I mean, other than appraisals,
it's called evaluation. We use the same principles that a licensed appraiser would use, so it's going to match up for the most part. We're using comps or other things, but that's just it. You might not have that comp to pull. It's like selling a berm home, or you can't. We sell them.
See those very
you
often.
don't see them, but they're around here. I mean, I've sold 2 of them. And
really?
Yeah, and the challenge comes at the appraisal process because the bank says, okay, you have to have this within, a 20-mile. Well, how many are there within a 20-mile radius? None.
There's.
I mean, I know of 2 right now that are.
I can think of one. There's one south of DuQuoin.
Yep.
And
I used that as appraisal.
I'll bet you did. I mean, and I don't know where another one is, but I mean, you've got
there's one south of Centralia. There's one out on Superior Lake in near Richview or between Richview.
A berm home, ladies and gentlemen, is a home built into the ground.
Yep. I have one on. It's not a berm home. It's a different design. Sable in Centralia, very, very unique piece. But the home is built and then covered with earth.
Oh, really?
So it's not necessarily into something, but it's just covered with earth. It's a very, very cool place. Beautiful.
How do they? Well, since you've brought it up, how do? I guess there's no windows for the most part.
No.
There's windows on one side. Oh, that's a unique style of home. Have you ever sold a geodesic dome?
Nope. I haven't.
That's the thing. You see the geodesic domes out occasionally as like where people store stuff,
right?
But you don't see a home very often.
We do have that I should have sent you a picture of that. It's like an octagon. It's south of Salem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's for sale. It's like a big circle. I don't know
well,
how.
It's 8-sided.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
it's like a stop sign.
I feel like you're always going to see someone.
I can see you across the room.
Right.
And then you put a geodesic dome on an octagon. It's good. You'll be able to hear them too.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, I love it. What do you think's the most unusual piece you've ever tried to sell? Other than Smith Mill,
man, it's probably
that you've ever been able to.
It's probably the Amish homes. I've sold a ton of them, and when they don't have power, I mean, I sold one out south of Sisney. Didn't have any power. The folks were from the city, came in and actually put power in it. Now it's amazing.
Really,
on the inside, it was nice. I mean, it was nice quality. I mean, it just didn't have any power. And it's hard to sell someone when it doesn't have any power.
I would think that would severely limit your market.
Oh, it does. It does. I mean, again, you have to go and kind of quantify what it would take to get that done.
Yeah.
I mean, 10, 15 grand, you know, to have it rewired when it's already
wired.
Yeah, wired. I guess not rewired. It's those are probably the most challenging that you have. River bottom ground is challenging just because people get scared of water. Deer don't care. Big deer live in the river bottoms, and most people understand that. But there are folks that, people say, well, how come the price is so different? Like a river bottom piece is probably $2,000 an acre,
right?
Or less, 15 to 2,000, and
depending on all.
Yeah, I mean, but again, when I have to say it about 1 million times because I'm saying, listen, when the spring floods come, like it's going to be wet, it's going to have water on it. Oh well, I mean. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't hunt some of those spots because you can, but you might be hunting in knee boots. I mean, but again, the deer don't seem to care. So
you're probably not hunting deer in the autumn anyway.
I mean, most of the time in during deer season, you don't have that kind of stuff. But turkey season, I mean, my farm will have some water on it, I'm sure.
Well, if you're, I mean, turkey season is the spring, so I mean, you're going to deal with water,
right? Wherever, just part of it,
wherever you go. I got to tell you, I can talk to you all day long. This stuff is just fascinating to me. I'm glad to hear the thought process that land ain't going down. It's going to keep going on.
I would say this, and again, there's never been a time like this in Illinois that I'm aware of, and I don't know that there ever will be again, just based on the circumstances of as good as it is right now. But again, on the buy side, once you sell something, I have that a lot. Owners say, well, what do I, you have to deal with that. You're going to sell your stuff for higher probably, but you're going to pay a little more too. So
that is Brandon Swartzlander from Midwest Farm and Land Company, and you can find them at Midwest Farm and MidwestFarmco.com. Thank you so much again for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Appreciate
and
you,
best of luck to you.
Thank
hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see y'all next time. Have a great day.